Hi everyone, I'm Mike and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you guys one step extra you can take to help prevent bugs and ticks when you're out in the woods by treating your tent. Now tonight I'm actually out in the state forest because I'm doing a camping adventure, but while I'm out I thought this would be a great time to show everyone out there how I treat my tents when the time comes when the warmer seasons get close and I want to give myself just an extra step of bug protection. Now previously I put a video up showing my 3 proven methods that I used to use and the one I use all the time now about how to spray my clothes and my gear to prevent ticks and bugs when I'm out in the woods. And my favorite has turned out to be the pump sprayer method, which is a good balance of both. If you haven't seen that video, guys, please go back and watch it. It'll answer a lot more questions than that you might have from this video. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to show you exactly what I do to my tents that have outer rain fly and an inner mesh body. What I do is I take the outer rain fly and I flip it inside out. And what I do is I take my bottle and spray it. Now, of course, this is not permanent. I usually try to spray my tents at least twice a year. That's proven very well for me. You can spray them on the outside if you want, but most of all backpacking tents or camping tents of any good quality are treated to repel rain, and they're not really going to absorb the spray you put on them. Now, it will help. I'm all for trying a little bit, but I always spray the inside of the tent, which might not be as treated as well. And it's just an extra step I take. I'm going to show you guys how I do it. I'm going to lay this tent out that I'm going to be using tonight in my camping adventure. Go watch it. And it's pretty simple, cut and dry. But maybe you guys might do it in the future too. The first thing you do with your tent is make sure you figure out which side is the inside and which side is the outside. Most likely like this tent, it has tape seams so you can see easily. But if you're familiar with your own tent, you'll know. What I'm basically going to do is spread this out and then I'll start spraying. So basically what I do, I hit out. This tent has a big fly, so it's going to take me a little longer. And then I won't have to do this but probably one more time this year. In the middle of the season, probably. All right, she's spread out pretty good. I'm hoping you guys can see it. Let me angle that a little more for you. I hope that works out pretty good. Let me move you guys over here a little bit. There we go. We're cooking with Crisco now. I just don't want the camera to fall back. All right, now I'm going to take my time, spray it, saturate it. Usually I try to saturate heavily along where your tent body would be closest to the ground. Of course, that's where ticks will come up and come through. But I'm going to do that, and then I'll just let it dry. Here we go. My favorite pump I use at home. Just get some pressure build up. What I'm going to do is start in the center on this one. I'm basically going to walk around the circle a couple times. And then when I finish in the outside, it'll be just a little bit heavier. Just your spray. And that's it. I'll go around. And now I'm going to go this way so I don't get dizzy. Not too complicated, just get a good nice saturation. Of course, I would guess probably only about 50% of this the tent will actually take, but I think that helps. I'm not worried about mosquitoes. The only thing I ever worry about is ticks. And why not take a little extra step just to protect yourself, your family, your loved ones from having to deal with Lyme disease. I had a scare one time. It's not fun, but I didn't have it. I just had a bad spot. It looked like it was actually a bee sting. Okay, there you go. I've got this tent nice and saturated. Did a couple more times in the center after I turned the camera off. I went around the edge another time or two just to get where it's closest to the ground. I do this on all my tents that have 2 bodies, you know, the outer tent body or rain fly, which we call it, and I don't spray the inner body. I've done the floor on my inner body, but usually by the time you do this, you're pretty protected. And I do it on my bivvies too. My military combat bivvy, the pop-up, and my antique bivvy I bought. It's probably 30 years old. I love that thing, but I've sprayed it on the inside, and I always spray the rain fly. That gives me ample protection, not including the fact that my clothes are treated. Usually my hats are treated. Even my bandanas are treated when I'm out in the warmer weather, and my pants are treated. And socks and shoes. I even spray my shoes down when you're in heavy tick season. And that's it. Gives me that little added protection while I'm sleeping. And if a tick comes crawling, well, he's not going to make it any further than that, hopefully. But it is a good extra step. So there you go, my friends. That's one little extra step I take to help protect me when I'm out in the woods from ticks on my tents. Some tents are treated. They're permeated with permethrin, and some military tents are like that. But when I have a tent that isn't, this is my go-to step. I've done it on every tent I have and every bivvy I've had. I recommend it. So as always, thanks for watching the video, guys. I really appreciate it. It's great being able to talk to all my subscribers and sharing ideas. I look forward to talking to you all again real soon. I'm out.